Have you ever been told that your depression is all in your head, that it's just a chemical imbalance in your brain, that you need a pill to fix what's broken in your mind? What if I told you that's not entirely true? In fact, what if I told you that depression might have absolutely nothing to do with your brain at all? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into a controversial idea that challenges everything you've been taught about mental health. We're going to expose a truth backed by science, a truth that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. Depression isn't just a brain disorder, it's something much deeper, something rooted in your body, your lifestyle, your relationships, and even your gut. So buckle up, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you think about depression forever. Section 1. The myth of the chemical imbalance. For decades, the dominant narrative about depression has been simple. It's caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, specifically a lack of serotonin. This idea was popularised in the 1960s and 70s and became the foundation of the billion-dollar antidepressant industry. The truth? That theory has never been scientifically proven. In 2022, a groundbreaking study published in the journal Molecular Psychiatry reviewed decades of data and concluded there is no convincing evidence that low serotonin levels cause depression. Let that sink in. Millions of people have been taking antidepressants under the belief that they're correcting a chemical imbalance that may not even exist. That doesn't mean antidepressants don't work for some people. It just means the explanation we've been given is overly simplistic and in many cases completely misleading. Section 2, depression as a whole body disorder. So if depression isn't just in your brain, where is it? Let's look at your entire body. In recent years, a growing body of research has shown that depression is a systemic condition. It's deeply connected to inflammation, the immune system, hormone levels, nutrient deficiencies, and even the gut microbiome. Yes, your gut. Scientists now refer to the gut as your second brain. It produces over 90% of your body's serotonin. When your gut is unhealthy, it affects your mood, your energy, your sleep, and yes, it can lead to depression. But that's just the beginning. Inflammation has also been strongly linked to depression. People with high levels of inflammatory markers in their blood are more likely to be depressed, even if they have no other symptoms. Chronic stress, poor diet, lack of sleep, sedentary behaviour, all of these can drive up inflammation and sabotage your mental health from the inside out. Section 3, the role of nutrition and lifestyle. Now here's where things get exciting, because if depression isn't just a brain issue, that means we have more ways to fight it than just medication. And it starts with what you eat. Let's talk about food, not just in terms of calories, but in terms of information. Your body reads your food like a language. Whole foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, and fermented vegetables are rich in nutrients that feed both your brain and your gut. These foods reduce inflammation, support neurotransmitter function, and improve energy and focus. Compare that to the modern Western diet, high in processed sugar, fried foods, and artificial additives. This diet creates inflammation, wrecks your microbiome, and drains your mental resilience. And let's not forget exercise. Studies have shown that regular movement can be as effective as antidepressants in reducing symptoms of depression. Not only does it release endorphins, it also reduces stress hormones, improves sleep, and boosts self-esteem. Sleep, hydration, sunlight, all these seemingly small habits stack up, and they have a profound effect on your emotional state. Section 4, trauma, environment, and social disconnection. But there's another side to this story that's even more personal, your life experience. Depression isn't always a disorder, it's often a response. A response to loss, to trauma, to ongoing stress, to feeling alone, unheard, or unworthy. Modern life is filled with disconnection. We live in crowded cities, glued to screens, yet we're lonelier than ever. The rise of depression has paralleled the breakdown of community, family, and meaningful relationships. British author and journalist Johann Hari put it best: the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it's connection. And the same is true of depression. Many people aren't suffering from a chemical imbalance, they're suffering from a connection imbalance. They lack purpose, they lack support, they lack safety. And no pill can fix that. That doesn't mean people with depression are weak or broken, it means they're human. Their pain is a signal, not of a broken brain, but of unmet needs. Section 5, and what the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know. Let's be honest, antidepressants can help some people. They can stabilise mood, provide relief, and create a window for healing. But they are not a cure. And here's the inconvenient truth. Pharmaceutical companies have made billions by selling a myth. A myth that says your sadness is a malfunction and the only solution is a pill. It's profitable, but it's incomplete. In many cases, antidepressants treat the symptoms, not the root cause. And long-term use can come with side effects. Weight gain, emotional numbness, reduced libido, and even withdrawal symptoms when trying to stop. But that's not healing, that's management. And worse, it diverts attention from the real solutions: lifestyle, therapy, relationships, purpose, things that require effort but deliver true transformation. Section 6, real healing starts with you. So what now? If depression is more than just a brain issue, then healing is more than just medication. It starts with reclaiming your body, your choices, your voice. It starts with food that nourishes, not just fills. With movement that invigorates, not exhausts. With sleep that restores, with sunlight that energizes, and with connection that heals. It means getting curious about your story. Asking not just, what's wrong with me, but what's happened to me? And from there, making space for healing. And that might mean therapy, not just to reframe your thoughts, but to validate your pain. It might mean joining a support group, rebuilding family ties, or finding purpose in something bigger than yourself. But it also means that you are not lazy and you are not alone. Conclusion: depression isn't a flaw in your brain. It's a signal from your life. A signal that something needs to change. And the good news is, you have more power than you think. Nutrition, movement, connection, rest, these aren't just wellness buzzwords. They are the foundation of emotional health. And they're available to you right now. You don't have to wait for a diagnosis. You don't need to be fixed. You just need support, tools, and the courage to start healing from the inside out. So if this message resonates with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more insights on natural health, emotional wellness, and real solutions that go beyond the pill bottle. Because healing isn't found in a label, it's found in your daily choices, and your story isn't over, it's just beginning.